The next vertical we are looking at is retail. Whether it's small or as large as a mall, Algo IP products enhance customer experience, staff coordination, and safety in such environments. From broadcasting to background music, Algo IP products enable seamless real-time communication. Applications range from public announcing to pre-recorded alerts using IP speakers such as these here, supporting the satellite technology, reducing the number of network drops required, to visual communication, of course, through this device here, whether it's used for a silent alarm or an attention-grabbing incoming call in a noisier environment. These would be suitable for retail. A critical piece, of course, our 8301 IP paging adapter and scheduler, of course, allowing external music sources to be connected and streamed over to the speakers, and of course, automatically interrupted. And also scheduling announcements for promotions that you're running weekly, every couple of hours, store hours, anything you want to automate and is a pre-recorded announcement. Lastly, our intercoms and our accessory buttons serve purposes in such environment as well. These buttons for assistance needed usually, although there could be different applications, and intercoms could be used, and they are used, in secure access points within the store where only staff members are allowed, perhaps. Now that we've discussed how Algo IP endpoints are traditionally deployed in the retail space, let's look at a specific example. On the screen, you have an illustration, and we'll break it down by area within the store, as well as type of product and application. So starting with number one, we are, of course, looking at the retail space where guests would be shopping. And number one shows ceiling speakers, specifically the same type of speakers we were just looking at, the 8198 satellite speaker, along with its companion, the 1198. Again, reminding these do get daisy chained. The idea here is reducing overall installation costs by reducing the number of network drops required, reducing overall deployment complexity as well. Not as many drops need to be run, and still get all the performance and benefits you would get from a regular IP ceiling speaker where you would previously connect one network drop per speaker. This is beneficial in that sense. These, of course, being used for pre-recorded announcements, live announcements, music. They would definitely also produce excellent music quality. They do provide a rich sound experience. Moving on, number two, we have horn speakers deployed in the back of the store, in the storage area. And these, of course, are meant for more industrial, rugged type of environment. They are louder. They don't provide the same richness when it comes to music, for instance, but also they're generally not used in that way. They're not meant for this type of application primarily. They do produce excellent, clear, intelligible communication, whether it's paging, pre-recorded announcements, alerts, whatever it may be. So we do have horn speakers deployed in the storage room. Moving on to number three, into our technical room, we have an 8301 IP paging adapter and scheduler deployed. As I mentioned before, the 8301, in this case being the multicast transmitter for all announcements, running the event scheduler if there are any events that are automated, again, operating hours, promotion of the week, anything that needs to be automated, put on a schedule and relies on a pre-recorded announcement. Also, connecting a music source and streaming music over to the speakers would go through the 8301 here. Still in the technical room, number four, there's a laptop, and specifically what we want to refer to is ADMP, not the laptop. ADMP stands for Algo Device Management Platform. ADMP is a SaaS solution, completely hosted, web-based, so there's nothing really on-site other than you need a laptop or a device to access the interface using a web browser. ADMP allows for ease of management, scalability, control, supervision of devices. So it is something that makes a lot of sense when we talk about larger deployments, especially if they are multi-site. There are lots of benefits and it really does help with the overall management. Moving on to number 5, we have an 8138 IP multicolor visual alerter. We have a few of those actually. They are located in the storage room by the loading gates. Different use cases here as well. Visual alerting being a critical one. Another example that we could discuss here, them being mounted right above the loading gate. They are generally also connected to the door sensor, so the loading gate is open, the visual alerter is active, staff knows there could be forklifts driving in and out, and they should be careful. Moving on to number 6, our 8201 IP PoE intercom. That's right by, this is in the store, right between the main floor and the storage room. So this is actually behind the door that is locked. It does require secure access to go to that side of the facility. This is only for staff members. Therefore, there is an intercom. Someone can get buzzed in. In addition to this, there could be other means of access deployed as well, but Algo IP speakers would perform fantastic here. And last but not least, number 7, we do have a 1202 call button. The 1202 being positioned in the storage room right by the technical room. So the technical room is generally locked. If there is someone in the technical room, an IT professional, for instance, who works there, but the door is locked, someone needs to get a hold of them, there could be a button outside the door. They could push that button. That could activate a visual alert, an announcement, an audible announcement, different ways of getting attention in that case. But overall, these create a powerful solution for communication in the retail environment. We've explored how Algo IP endpoints create end-to-end solutions in education, healthcare, retail, and manufacturing. These setups enhance communication, security, and efficiency in various environments. Remember, also our solutions are highly flexible and highly adaptable. There is no one way to use them in any environment. It depends on requirements that the customer may have. The exact environment will also dictate it. There's no manufacturing that is exactly the same as the other manufacturing environment, for instance. So the right combination of products depends on the environment as well as the needs of the customer.